ecstasy.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Mindminx Show. I am your favorite Mindminx, and we are live with Mixed Vibes Radio, as we always are. And we are broadcasting from a pretty cool fucking place today. We are at the New Mecca Studios, located in Union. Am I allowed to say where you guys are? You want to know? We want people? Okay.
Yeah. we run a business here, too.
You run a business, yeah.
If you need studio time, I'll let you, boy.
Really quick, let's get rid of some homework. I just want to give a shout out to the official sponsor of the Mindminx Show, Absalom, located at 223 DeGraw Avenue in Teaneck, New Jersey. And of course to Castro Beats for this amazing beat that is somebody's knocking at the door.
Oh yeah, I thought that was the beat.
No.
I'm like, that shit hard. I might need to tap in with Castro.
Yeah. So yeah, Castro made this specifically for my show because we kept getting violations for my intro.
Well, it was like another licensed.
Yeah. Well, I guess, I don't know. Like, Mike, that's a you conversation.
We'll get slammed by YouTube, Facebook.
Craziness.
Yep. So instead of doing,
it was a royalty-free music that we were using.
And they were still coming at you. Yeah. So someone probably used it and it blew up, and then
wonderful. It wasn't me.
It's all good. It's all good. You know, it's the process.
So again, we're here at the New Mecca Studios, and we're with your boy Lex. I said that wrong. Yaboiilex.
It's all good. Your boy, my boy. It's your boy Lex. You already know what it is. We here.
Hello.
What's going on? What's going on?
All right, I want to tell this story because I think this is the cutest thing ever. And as considering someone didn't give me his bio at all.
We getting real organic.
Yeah, I literally wrote in big, no bio. But I want to talk about your mom.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
She's the cutest thing I think I've ever seen. I got to see you perform live.
Yes, that was, like 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah, mid-October. I was actually there for my birthday. So it was an amazing, and our guests are going to be able to hear one of the songs that you played that night.
Yes.
There was one woman, and she was, I don't want to say older because, I'm older, but there was this lady who was obviously older than the crowd there. And when I tell you she was into it, I was like, wow, he's,
Yeah.
And then I don't know what it was, but she was like, that's my boy. I was like, oh yeah.
It made sense.
Yes. I was like,
you're like, who's this cougar in the crowd? Who's this?
Literally. Obviously my age, but I was, but she was obviously older than the crowd that was there. And I thought that was adorable. She was one of the most hyped up in your audience that night.
Yeah, she holds it down. She's my number one supporter. Funny thing, about that, she saw my dad, in his prime when they were together when we were younger. Or, well, I wasn't in the picture back then, but she saw him go through his music thing and, pursue the music, perform, meet people. And he had an opportunity to actually do something with it. And, he dropped the ball on it. So that night she had a conversation with me. She's like, look, always be humble. Don't get a big head and don't get in your own way. She's like, I seen it happen with your father, and she's like, you got too much potential to let that shit happen. So for me, it's like I could either repeat the history or change it right now.
Learn from it and do it different.
Cheers to changing it.
Cheers to mom, man. She was really cool.
Yep.
Next time, put the Pepsi on the other side so Pepsi don't flag me.
Facts. The Epsi.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So tell us about Lex. Let's talk about how did you come up with your name?
So it's funny. That's a common question because it's so it's kind of, I feel like it's such a normal artist name for the sense of a lot of people that do music when they're on stage or they're representing themselves, they're like, it's your boy, whatever. You
Right.
get me? So that's how I literally came up with my name.
Okay.
I used to go by just Lex. And then I was performing, and then I noticed it's your boy Lex. It's your boy. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy. And I'm like, yo, that shit is hard. Like, YBL, your boy Lex. So now that's like my brand. You know, I got YBL Beats for my production. I got your boy Lex, YBL TV. That's like my YouTube where I do vlogs, you know,
Okay.
my music videos. So I'm kind of branding the YBL, you know, which sometime in the future it'll probably be its own thing, you know, and not just your boy Lex, you know.
Get that trademark.
But yeah, that's where that stemmed from. Just
before somebody else does, man.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's where that came from. Just it naturally just made itself a thing, you know, to say the least. Yep.
So talk about since I have nothing to go on.
It's all
Yes,
good.
I'm
We
so
here.
petty that I'm gonna keep bringing it up.
Now I got to do my homework,
Yeah,
get a
yeah,
bio
yeah.
done, hit up Fiverr or something. So I started making music when I was 9 years old. I started producing first. Around, I want to say like 12, 13, I started writing. And then around like 15, I started engineering. So by the age of like 19, you know, I had a good skill set of production, writing, and engineering. So it was like, all right, now it's time to discover my sound and tap into it, because I don't need nobody, you know. And around that time, it was one of those situations where, you know, I was making some bread, but like I didn't have bread to just drop on sessions. I was still young, I was still a teenager living with my moms and shit. So I was like, instead of outsourcing, let me just put in the work, learn how to do it.
Okay.
And then, you know, I am the source of, you know,
Right.
whatever I need. You know, now I do graphics, so I do all my cover arts, shit like that. So everything basically in-house, which eventually I'll start delegating and like, you know, actually outsourcing, because I can now, which I do. Like I work with Cito, I work with, you know, Mecca, some producers, engineers from Mecca and shit. So I'm learning now to kind of like let go of the control, because I'm like so perfectionist with it. I need to have like my hands in it. But
I completely understand
Yeah.
that though. This is your baby.
yeah, it is, seriously. But yeah, I started at 9 years old. I started because my brothers were always doing it. They was always rapping. So I was like, I could be a rapper. I want to be cool like them. They got all the girls. They got all the parties. I want to be just like that. You know, and then along the way, I met Izzy. And Izzy introduced me to, you know, experimenting with my sound and experimenting with singing and shit like that. So once he opened that Pandora's box for me, forget
So
about it.
you weren't always singing.
No, I was a rapper. I was like
Huh.
a backpack rapper, you know, like, you know, yeah, I was rapping. But when I discovered singing, for me, it was like, it was a lot more effortless to create songs. So I was like, I mean, I could sit here and like spend 2 hours writing a 16, because I'm very like introspective in what I'm saying and the message I'm getting across. Or I could spend like a half hour writing a fire ass, dope, catchy ass hook, you know, that I'm harmonizing first and getting the feel for it. You know, so for me, it was like, what's more time efficient? Singing and writing songs that are catchy, R&B, pop, you know, shit like that. And then here and there, I'll take out the rapping on my back pocket and, you know, deliver 16 or whatever. But I definitely like writing songs and like composing songs more than I like, you know, rapping, you know, but still trying to figure it out.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Because a lot of, especially guys, the male population in the industry, if they all want to be rappers. You know what I mean? Like if you're into music when you're a kid, that's what
Yeah.
you want to be. You want to be
Literally. And I came from that.
So where are you from? I know you're Puerto Rican. We all
Yeah. You know the vibes. I speak Spanglish. I was born in Brooklyn. I was raised in Jersey City and the Bronx, like between the two. But more so Jersey City, like Jersey City Heights. Yeah, that's where I'm from.
So do you find that? And I know this is a hard question, especially for the New York boys in the room right now. Do you identify more as, you know, Jersey City?
Yeah.
Or
For sure.
yeah?
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't, you know. But I got New York roots, you know. I got family in New York, you know. And most of the people that I grew up with in Jersey City came from New York too.
Yeah.
So it's got, the culture is always there, you know. But definitely, I'm a Jersey City head, for sure. Yeah. I live now in Elizabeth. My family, we moved to Roselle like 5-6 years ago. You know, so that transition of leaving Jersey City was like weird. but yeah, it worked out.
And so you have a little family of your own now.
Yeah, my 2 daughters, my fiance. Yeah, I'm a whole daddy.
Hold on.
Yeah. That's it.
How do you feel that has changed, or if it even has changed your sound?
Oh man, I would say more than it changing my sound, it changed my perspective. You know, like, and in it changing my perspective, I guess you can say change my sound. But I say perspective because it helped bring balance to, like, you know, what my concerns were, what my worries were, like shit that I cared about. You know, like I used to always care about what people would think, like, you know, just being a fucking human being, and I'm an artist, so I'm very like analytical and I'm over criticizing my own work. So I'm always thinking like, damn, if I say this, is that gonna, if I do this, is that gonna. When I had my daughter, my first daughter, it was like, why the fuck would I care about what anybody thinks? I have a whole like being that I'm molding, you know, and I don't want her to look up to me like, and then, you know, take after like, oh, I have to worry about what other people think. Nah, like she's the only one that matters. As long as she got a roof over her head, as long as she got food in her mouth, like that's the only other opinion that I care about. You know what I'm saying? So it helped me be more mindful in that sense. And it's still a journey. It's still something I'm learning and growing with. But it's beautiful. It helped me a lot with balance, you know, work and dad life balance. You know?
So how are you balancing that? Because we did talk earlier when we first got to the studio that, you know, you've been kind of grinding at that hustle to pay those bills.
Yeah. So I'm an extremist, right? So like when I'm doing something and I apply myself to that, I'm like, nothing else matters. So when it's music, nothing else matters. You get me? When it's my home, nothing else matters, you know? So it's like a double-edged sword, and that's the battle that I'm kind of like going through and finding that balance. But I would never be able to kind of like have that perspective, if you will, if I didn't have my family, you know, because then I'd just be 100% music, you know, and not thinking twice about the little things that matter in life, you know, the journey, the process. But I would say I'm balancing it as best as I can. Like I listen to my body, I listen to my, you know, how I feel, I listen to just like my energy, you know, when my energy's like, if I'm in a room and it's like, like I'm not feeling it, then it's like, all right, you gotta like look in the mirror, what's going on, all right, you've been indulging in this a little bit too much, all right, take a step back, what, you know, and I like to give
yourself that break.
Yeah, you know, so that's what I've been on this whole month of October, you know, and October's been a rough month, you know. I lost my grandmother, my fiance lost her aunt the same day. Then like 2 days later, you know, Cornell passed away, Izzy's father. So it was just like a lot of life-changing things that happened in October. And then, you know, life, responsibilities, bills, it just was a lot, you know. So I kind of had to take that month to just be like, you know, all right, let me reground myself. Let me just like recalibrate my energy,
Okay.
you know.
So is there any planning done while you're recalibrating, or?
So yes, and I would say more so on my personal life, like you know, budgeting, you know, finance, and like figuring out what I want to accomplish, like things that are practical and tangible, you know, things that I can do, you know, because, you know, when you're chasing a dream like music, it's people will say like it's a pipe dream, right? Because you never know if it's gonna pop or not. You know, you can only have faith and hope that, you know, your hard work is gonna you know, show for itself and become something. But I like to balance that with practical things that I actually do have control over.
Okay.
You know, so like my finances, budgeting, and just making sure that my home is good. So a lot of the planning in October was making sure that that's good, because if the home and that foundation isn't good, then I can't do my music.
Absolutely.
I can't do, you know, I can't pay for a video here. I can't, you know, so I need to make sure that structure, that foundation is good. And that's more so where a lot of the planning was, you know. And then squeezing in writing here, producing there. My fault, I had to lie. Writing here, producing there, you know, and just keeping the tools sharp, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So now when you're writing, do you gotta like wait until the babies are already asleep?
So as far as my writing, it is, I get the most creative and dope ass fucking ideas at the most inconvenient times. Like, I'll be driving on the fucking Pulaski, I'm listening to a beat on my phone, and then the ideas just start pouring.
You're gonna have to like
And then
24/7 record yourself.
I'm like driving, trying to type. I'm like using the voice shit. I'm like, it's fucking wild. So yeah, it happens at inconvenient times. Baby screaming, crying. I'm like, fuck, I need to get this line down. You know, I try my best though to like, you know, make time for it where there is no distractions. But at home, it's a little different, you know, because, you know, I got a 7-month-old and a 4-year-old. You know, my 4-year-old now, she wants to play all the time. My 7-month-old, she needs that attention. Well, they both do, but like, you know, there's a lot of moments that I don't want to miss with her,
Sure.
you know, that I still do. You get me? But at least consciously, those moments I get to, you know, instead of having like 1,000, you know, moments of low quality, I have those few moments of high quality.
Okay.
You know,
That's
how I like to
something,
perceive.
and at least you have that, and those
Yeah.
are all memories that
Exactly.
you'll both remember, because your kids don't. What? They're over there laughing already. I swear to God, if they're texting each other. All right, so listen, I just have to let you in on something.
All right, talk to me.
So my husband and my engineer are the fucking comic relief of the show, and they haven't seen each other in a while.
Oh yeah.
And I bet you 100% that they're.
I'm over here messing with him because I know he's hungry because I'm hungry too. But I sent him a screenshot of Uber Eats, right? And then I sent him this, the guy sucking on the spoon, and then top it off. I go like this.
I'm dead, bro.
He busted out laughing.
Bro, we ordered Chinese food.
No, they
That was your opportunity.
He was too hangry to order.
Could have got some chicken wings.
No, he didn't want any. No, we're actually really being good. That's why the three of us didn't, because
Yeah.
I'm down 22 pounds. He had
Oh,
weight loss
nice.
surgery this year, and hubby is. Thank you.
Let's fucking go.
So,
Facts.
you know,
you got like an applause button.
Do we? No, not for me.
You gotta have that. Come on, we gotta.
So we're trying to be good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank
so
you.
yeah, fuck me and my Chinese food.
No. You guys are young. Fucking enjoy it while you can, because I
Nah.
promise you, eventually you will
But
not
you know
be able
what?
to.
It's times like this where we gotta think about that, because like your body don't start like, you know, reflecting that until 5-10 years later.
Well,
you
what
know?
I will say, just because I am that much older,
Mm-hmm.
from experience, the only thing I think you honestly need to worry about is your skincare. That's the only thing.
Bars.
Like, you know, the mom to my granddaughter is she's younger, and I keep telling her, you know, start with your. Oh, but I'm only 18. I was like, think
You're
about
like,
it.
yo.
What else do you own that's 18, 20, 25 years old?
Yep.
What do you own that's 25 years old? Take care of your fucking skin.
That's fire. That is a fire ass perspective. Like, I own something that's 25 years old.
Yes, you do. You need to fucking take care of it, because you don't get to replace it.
And your skin is the biggest organ on your
Yes,
body.
it is.
Wow, bars.
And it's completely exposed to every fucking
Yep.
element.
Yep. Don't talk to me about no ownership. You own your body. That's fire.
Inside, you know, yeah, you can have that cheat meal and whatever, it'll pass.
Balance. Everything in moderation.
Oh, and what? You gonna have another one? You want me to have one? Or he wants me to? I don't know. All right. We have a fucking full audience here today.
Live audience today.
This is why we were supposed to have like a whiteboard. So if they needed to say something, they could
Just
write
hold
it
it
on the
up.
board. Yeah, because I'm also blind as a bat. So writing
so
out.
good.
My engineer used to. I feel bad still calling you my engineer as if you don't have a fucking name.
It's all good, my engineer.
He used to write notes on paper, and I was like, I can't fucking see that. What the fuck are you writing?
Yeah, I'd be showing her like the flashcards. I'd be like, Mindy, look.
Motherfucker, calling me Mindy.
Yo, did you at least do it with a Sharpie?
No,
It was a straight
pen.
pencil.
Sometimes a pencil. And she's like, what does that say?
She's over here like,
I might as well tell you on air.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I completely
Awesome.
like bogarted the show.
That's
All right,
awesome.
so let's talk about your song that we're gonna play. Which, by the way, if anybody follows me for half a fucking second, has heard this song several times across my page.
Thank you.
I love it. But let's talk about.
Yeah, so
Issues.
It's basically addressing, you know, real life relationship issues. And this song actually, you know, is a real life situation.
Oh,
you know?
really?
Yeah, so it's funny because me as an artist, I I can't write about like drugs, money, bitches, this, that, and the third, cars, because I don't live that, you know. So I feel like my best content comes when I'm speaking from experience, or, you know, experience that I've seen in other situations, you know. But funny enough, the music video to this, I actually have my fiance in the video. Yeah, but it talks about you know, having issues in your relationship, you know, like your female like overthinking things, and you're just trying to like tell her like, look, like it don't gotta be that deep, like it's really just like.
So guys never overthink
simple.
Anything?
No, we do, but in this situation, you know, I'm speaking. I'm speaking to her like, yo, look, like it's okay, like calm down, like don't create these scenarios in your head, you know. It's just it could be so simple if you just listen, you know. And it goes both ways, you know. So when I wrote the song,
thank you. I was glad you said that.
When I wrote the song, I was writing in perspective, like me talking to her, but also in certain lines I was writing like her talking to me. You get it? I just, the way that I put on the show for it was like the guy speaking to the girl. You get it? But it works both ways 100%. And I just took from our real life situation and kind of, you know, put it in a bottle of a song, you know. Issues.
All right, let's listen to Issues.
Yeah.
Simple, baby. This could all be simple, but you make it complicated. Issues lately. We all got our issues. Let's just face it. Yeah. You say you want my love, I gave it all to you. I put no one above you, girl. You know it's true. Still I fight for your trust. I don't know what to do. I can't believe you don't believe that I care for you, shorty. I ride for you. Why you making it complicated? Fussing and fighting crazy. Jealousy's normal, baby, but it don't look good on you. I take it you need a little more time. What I gotta do to ease your mind? Love ain't easy, but your love is mine. Patience, shorty, we gon' be just fine. It's simple, baby. This could all be simple, but you make it complicated. Issues lately. We all got our issues. Let's just face it. Yeah. You want my loving, but you say you need someone that you could trust in. It ain't easy, believe me, girl, I ain't frontin'. But if you leaving, then leave, cause I ain't playing any games we've been playing on for sure. No, I ain't the same, but girl, there's more. I ain't trying to fight or start a war, but your mind been trying to stifle all our love. If you fuck with me, then you stuck with me. Say you done, I promise you gon' live it up with me. All I'm needing is your love and your company. You gon' never find another that could fuck with me, no. Don't you run from me. Love ain't easy, but your loving is the one for me. You the only shorty that'll keep it buck with me. You the only shorty that'll keep it buck with me, yeah. Simple, baby. This could all be simple, but you make it complicated. Issues lately. We all got our issues. Let's just face it. Yeah. Baby, this could all be simple, but you make it. Issues lately. We all got our issues. Let's just face it.
Nice.
Love it.
Issues.
I
Produced
love
by
that song.
Cito on the beat.
Oh,
Yeah,
of
fam.
course.
We made that from scratch. So when we was making that song, I had the hook already. I had the idea of the song, had the hook, and I had half of the first verse. So while he's making the beat, I'm finishing the first verse. Then I'm getting into the second verse. I'm like, it was just like flowing, boom, boom. It came together fucking clean, exactly how I wanted it to. You know.
Well,
But yeah,
it's
shout out
one
to
of my
Cito on the beat.
it's one of my favorites. You guys know I love you. I don't know.
Thank you.
I'm a huge fan of the new Mecca.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Seriously. Awesome. You came out here, you know, put on a show for us. You know, just want to say thank you. Shout outs to you, you know, for even thinking of us and, you know, making this happen. You know?
Making me blessed.
Nah, real shit though. But yeah.
Well, is there anything that you want to talk about that's coming up?
I mean, you know, no. Right now, I'm really just pushing issues, and I'm building up an arsenal right now. So I had ideas of doing an album, had ideas of just releasing singles, but right now I'm just want to build up the arsenal as much as I can before I start having release dates, before I start, you're fired. Before I start releasing shit.
Every time.
That was a classic right there.
Yeah. I think that happened.
You see the look on my
but the
face?
funny thing is that happened when you was doing the interview with Izzy too. I exactly remember.
See?
And she was like, every time, same shit.
At least I'm consistent.
Yeah. But yeah, just expect new music to randomly pop out, pretty much.
You know what? I forgot to ask our last guest, but where can we find your music? Well, just I want to make sure that you definitely. Oh my God! If he put his hands up, he's like, duh. On your guys' Instagram, the New Mechaverse Instagram, you guys have a link tree with all of you guys on there, which I love because it's so easy to not, because there's a lot of you, and I don't.
Yeah. And then also too, like for me, right? I produce, engineer, write, and do cover art. You get me? So same as Ganja too. Same shit. He produces, writes, engineers. So like you'll probably hear a song coming out in the most recent times that I produced. You get me? Before you're gonna hear another record from me. So it's like, or songs that I've engineered. Part of the camp or other clients and shit like that. But yeah, so it's. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah.
You're working on stuff, but
yeah, I'm working overall. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so thank you so much. I'm sorry we were so rudely interrupted by the engineering department.
It happens.
Who said that?
Shit happens. Who put that there?
I'm sorry, Mindy.
Wow.
Hey, at least he apologized.
Yeah, he called me Mindy.
Oh shit. I ain't even really. You see? I'm just gonna shut up now.
Look at him laughing. You motherfucker.
Where's my partner in crime? I don't have him chiming.
He's
right
over
here with
there.
me.
Yeah, I know. You have to have a mic for him.
It's lit. Yo, thank you for having me, man.
All right, thanks so much for being on again. We're with Yaboiilex at the new Mecca Studios.
You dig?
It is a brand new fucking week, so go own it and mind your favorite minx and join us next time.
Bars.
Woo!